What's up, Roulette Fools? Brent with AOB. Okay, we are going to be doing another strategy here. One of our members, Eric242, he calls this hot Fibonacci corners, hot corners Fibonacci. Basically, we're going to take the last three numbers that hit and we're going to do corners on them, 16, 9, and 35. There we go. And we're going to pick the last three numbers. Now, your corners can't overlap. So, for example, if it hit, if the last corners were 9 and let's say 11, right? We couldn't take that corner or even over here because they would overlap and you would go to the previous number. So if it were 16, 9, and 35, look at, we just hit. Now 9, 16, 9. So 9, 16, and 35, we're just going to stay the same here. Now Eric says he noticed after checking out thousands and thousands of spins that he knows there's a pattern of repeat hitting the same areas, the same numbers. So that's why he feels like this one does so well. So let's see if it's true or not. It would be interesting to take this strategy and do it head to head with me just picking three random strategies. And maybe someday we'll do that. But right now, let's just follow this through. We're going to play this for about 15 minutes. All right, so 18. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, let's see, 18, 16. We're going to go 18. And we can't do, we're going to do 9. And we can't do 16 because it's going to overlap. Then we're going to come up here to 35 because the other one's 9. So we're going to leave out 16 there. Otherwise, we would end up having overlapping on how we did the corners here. So let's see how it goes. Now this is Fibonacci sequence. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, etc. So we are on the second progression here with 1, 1, 14. It's a miss. So we're going to go 1, 18. It's the same 9 and 16 is overlap 35. And we're going to double it, 1, 1, 2. So we're on the third progression. Let's see if we can get a hit here. You got to be on your toes on this. You got to be on your toes. Now, Eric claims here, he says he has tested this for for thousands of spins, and it outperforms a regular Fibonacci dozen, which we're basically doing here, right? 3 corners times 4 is 12. Maybe he's got something. Maybe he's onto something here. All right, let's go again. We're going to put where we restart 1, 14, and 18. Here we go. So let's start over again. Now, like I said, it'd be interesting to see. You guys know me. I'm not a big fan of low coverage systems, and this is a very low coverage system with 12. So I'm trying to see here what he says. He says he has very rarely, this was interesting. He has very rarely gone past the he's very rarely gone past the 6th progression. The 6th progression. Are you kidding me? All right, here we go. We're going to take that back. So we're going to go 6, 35, and 14. This is a second progression, so we leave it the same. So yeah, he says he has rarely gone past the 6th progression on this. We just went to 3 already. So if I were a betting man, I would bet that we will definitely go past the 6th progression just in this 15-minute session. Let's see what happens. Let's see if indeed we do or we don't. And if Eric is right, but so far we are nailing it. Maybe Eric is on to something. Okay, 35, 6, 35, and our 14 here, right there. We get to reset. We're back on progression number 1. Typical sequence doesn't go beyond the 6th progression. I've tested this out for thousands of spins and it outperforms the original Fibonacci dozens since we use numbers that are slightly more likely to repeat within 5 to 6 spins in his experience. So fair enough, he put in his experience there. So, okay, 22. So we're still going to stay at 1 unit. So we'll go 22, 25, 35 here, and 6. And we are on our second progression. So we're just going to leave it at 1 unit. Let's see how it goes. I'll be blown away if this doesn't go past 6 progressions several times. Okay. 12 numbers out of 37 numbers. Let's see how this goes. Actually, when we were playing Casino Matchmaker likes to follow the winner, 13 neighbors. For the most part, we did really well with that, but I did bust on a couple times. But I was made a believer. Okay, here we go. 18, 22, and 35. And we're going to double this one up. All right, so we're at 2 units. 1, 1, 2. So we're in the 3rd progression already. Like I said, I'll be blown away if we don't go past the 6th progression at least a few times during this 15 minutes. But let's see what happens here. If you could make me a believer on these type of systems, I mean, that's saying something, because you guys know what a skeptic I am, especially when it comes to this idea. Now, that being said, we'd have to compare this. So that was 2 units. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 18, 1, 2, 3, and 22, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. We're already on the 4th progression. Let's see if we can get a hit here. Now, the nice thing about this on the Fibonacci, right, where you're adding up the previous 2 bets, give you your next bet. The nice thing about this is when you're playing 12 or 13 numbers is 1 hit on the Fibonacci progression puts you in profit. Not just break even, but it puts you in profit. Wow. I may have to be eating crow here, Eric. All right, here we go. 3, 3, 18, and 22. We're back to, we're at 4 and 6. We are actually doing as well with 12 numbers sometimes as I do with outside bets 1 to 18 and even 2 dozens. This is doing just as well as those. So this is going to be really interesting. And I am definitely going to tell Eric 242, one of our members, if we get through this without going past the 6th progression, I'll be shocked. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, right now there's no arguing it. We can just repeat this bet because we have the same 2, 3, 18, and 22, 18 and 22, and we get to reset. And I promise you on this one now, here's the deal. I've said it before. When I'm playing high coverage systems like 5 double streets, even 9 streets, when I get down deep into the progressions, at least when my bets get big, I have a high level of confidence that we're going to hit it. With 12 numbers, like they say, there's no atheist in a foxhole. When we're betting 12 numbers, wow, this is amazing. All right, 26, 2, 3, 3, and 18. Here we go. This is insane. This is insane. Now, 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, 5 sessions does not make or break a strategy. By the way, if I look like I'm fidgeting, it's because I've got a soybean on my lap here. And all right. See this guy here? He's a good. What do you think about this Fibonacci dozens? Crazy, right? Yeah, he doesn't like it. But we keep hitting. We keep hitting. This is bananas. 3, 26, 2, 3, 3, and 18. Here we go. All right. This is bananas that we're 7 and 6 on only 12 numbers. We have no business being 7 and 6 here. So we're going to have to circle back. I'm going to be documenting these, by the way. So after looking and talking to the board of directors, the team, we decided, there hasn't been, even though we had a lot of requests for the low bankroll series, even though we had a lot, boy, we can just rebet this. It's the same. Look at this. We're hitting the same area. We had a lot of requests for the low bankroll series, the 10 to 10,000, and we've been doing really well. We had a request for to bring back the 100K challenge. I was going to do it for 30 days. We had requests for some real head-to-head strats, which we might do. But all in all, what we found is the amount of interest in seeing if I'm going to do a challenge, it means I've got to play pretty much day in and day out the same way, and the interest just isn't there. So we also had, we decided what we're going to do is we're going to move and see if we can't find strategies that might possibly push the limits of what I think is even possible. All right, 1, 5, 3, and we're going to go 26. We're going to go here. So this is a second progression here. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. That's where we're going to go. And then after that is 34, 59, 89. Let's hope it doesn't go that deep, but I'm definitely going to be eating crow. So we're going to start doing basically 3 times a week, maybe periodically. I might throw a video in there, but we're going to be pushing the limits and seeing if we can find other strategies. This is crazy. Hit a 35 again. Now I'm going to tell you something right now. In my experience, these pragmatic tables have been extremely likely to repeat. So if you're going to play a strategy like a follow the winner, pragmatic table is the way to do it. When I was testing out, 13 numbers, follow the winner on neighbors on the racetrack that Casino Matchmaker liked, I did it on the prag table and it did phenomenally. As soon as I went to the Evo tables, it got wiped out. I went to the live 88 tables, it got wiped out. So, all right, here we go. So this is our second progression. We're going to go 15, 35, and we're going to stay right here, 5. So this is the second progression. So there's something about these prag tables, I don't know what it is, that they just tend to keep hitting the same areas over and over. I mean, look at this history. Look at the 3s, 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 5, 35, 35. Here's 2 other 35s, 35, 35. I mean, I'm looking down here. That's pretty crazy that how structured, how much it's hitting in those same areas. And here it goes again. This is insane. And I'm happy, trust me, because I don't want to be losing money on this. So 15, and we're going to just keep this the same. Wow. What do you think, Soybean? What do you think? Think we should change it up, or should we give this a thumbs up? What do you think? He's saying, yeah, no, this isn't something we're going to do. So I'll bring the camera down a little bit lower just so you guys can see Soybean. He likes hanging out here. It's kind of tough when I'm playing. And if you've seen any of our live streams a couple times, he's pressed some buttons that has caused some issues. Lastly, it was a $1,000 bet. All right, here we go. 26, 6, and 35. And this is the third progression. So we're going up to 2 units. Or is this the second progression? This is the second one. Never mind. So we won previous to that. So, okay. I think. Yeah, that's 1 loss right there. So this is the second progression here. So we stay at 1. But yeah, Soybean, he was on my lap during a live stream, and I go to push something and it hits a $1,000 bet and I lose. All right, here we go. 14, 26, 6, and we're going to 2 units each. Now, I would definitely say, even though Eric says he's rarely gone beyond 6 progressions, I would tell you, man, I would be really, strap yourself in to go deep on this. Make sure you have enough progressions if you're going to play this type of strategy, single dozen, Fibonacci. I mean, even if I'm playing outside bets, I plan on going pretty deep. All right, and we could be going that direction. That's 28. So here we go. We're going to go 28 here. 1, 2, 3, 26, 1, 2, 3, and 14, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we're on 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So we are on the 4th progression. I'm actually already blown away that we haven't gone past 6 progressions already. So anyway, let's see how this goes. By the way, we're putting bounties. If you get on our Discord and you present a strategy that you want me to test out on one of these videos, if we test it out and it at least breaks even or better than that. All right, let me get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go 5 units here. 28, 5, and 14 $5 units. All right, here we go. Now we start getting up there. We're at a $15 bet. Anyway, if I choose your strategy to check out and it at least breaks even, if you lose money, no deal. But if it breaks even, we're going to reward you based on how many views that video gets in the first 3 days. Okay. And starting next week or July, let me get these down so I make sure I'm doing what's right. 5, 24, and 28 is going to overlap. So we're going to go to 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Oof. The next one's going to be 13 units. So we'll just repeat the bet, move these corners so we don't have to do it, and then add a 5 unit to it. Anyway, starting in July, we're going to bring back the rewards for commenting on a video. Okay. We're going to bring back the rewards. Oh no. So it hits a 0. We're going to just leave it. We're going to go like this and we're going to go up to 13. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. We're on the 7th progression. So I don't know about you, but when he says, typically a sequence doesn't go beyond 6 progression, right? Typically, the fact that we've only been playing 16 minutes and we're already at the 7th progression and we're already negative. All right, see you later. We're already in the negative. I hope we can get a hit here. 23, we do. Amen. This puts us into profit. Phew. $69. We can go back down to 1, 23, 0 we skip, 30. Here we go. And 24, then 28, then 14. Here we go. All right, we got our 3 there again. Yes, so that went to 7. So I got to give him credit. That's really not that terrible above, 6. I think he's right. Typically, so far, at least in this session, it hasn't really gone past 6. Not bad. This is insane. All right. 27, 23, 0, 30, 24, 28, and 14. So yeah, we could have definitely just left it the same. Here we go. We could start back out at 1 unit. So anyway, what we'll do is starting in July on the video, I'll give you 2 words that you must use in a sentence and they can't be next to each other. And I'll give you the instructions later. And in the subsequent videos, I'll be drawing the winners. Initially, we're going to start at $5 per winner. And all you got to do is comment with those 2 buzzwords and 27 and 23. Let's move this 27 over here and we can go 23 right here. This is the second one. All you got to do is put those 2 words in there. And in the next video, I will do it at some point in the video, I will do a random name drawn out of the comments. And we'll pick at least 1 to 2 winners every session. And then as we keep going, we're going to increase the reward. So I meant to bring that back sooner. Sorry, we've had a lot of stuff going on, but we're going to get that going on. Wow. Okay. 29, 7, 27. Here we go. Start all over. So here's your opportunities to make money. 1, get into Discord, submit a strategy. If I like it and it at least breaks even, I don't even need a profit. If it at least breaks even, then depending on the number of views, and I'll give you more details as we go, depending on the number of views, you'll get paid for the number of views based on the number of views that video receives over the next 3 days. Okay. That's one way to make money. Number 2, simply comment on our video. This is bananas. Look at this 29.29. The second way is simply comment on the videos, add in the 2 keywords that I'm going to give you spaced out. They can't be right next to each other. Boom. Your second way to win. Okay. So we're going to give even more ways to win. Those are the first 2. We're also going to have, we already have our leaderboard. So if you're not an affiliate, get in there, become an affiliate. Our live streams, you're winning money. 30 ways to win. We have Fans Friday, which our members, our affiliate members submit money to me and I play, including my own money. I put up my own money in there and I play for everyone. And then we split the profits based on how much money you put into it. And what we're going to do is out of the comments again, we're going to be drawing a couple names. And on Fans Friday, I will sponsor your amount. I'll be putting in a certain amount of money, probably $25 for you. And I'll be playing that as if that was your 25 money. And whatever profit we make, you get. All you got to do is comment on the videos, like the videos, and be a subscriber. And then wow, we just won again. We're at 20 minutes. Let's go for one more. Let's see here. 11, 1, 29. We're going to go here. All you got to do there, and then to collect your money, all you got to do is sign up as an affiliate. We tip that money right into your account. You now have free money to play with and earn with right there in your account. That's all you got to do. That's it. We're also bringing back all hands giveaways. What we've decided to do is on all the giveaways, everyone's going to be eligible. Your prize will be based on whether or not you're an affiliate, how much you've wagered. But even as an all hands, you're going to be eligible. Okay, 35, 11, 1. This is a second, so we leave it at $1. So I'll be explaining these more as we're coming. We're going to get ready for it. Those will start on July 1st. All these new ways to earn money. And the easiest thing is all you got to do is watch the videos and comment, like, and subscribe. That's it. Like I said, if you have a strategy that you want me to play, and can't be just 5 double streets or 2 dozen or something like that. I can tell you right now, those won't count. All right, here we go. 8, 35, 11, can't do it. 1, here we go. So we're going to double that up. This is the third progression. Let's see if we can get a win. We're already at $81. I'm not going to go too far in the weeds here. But yeah, so we got a lot of ways to win here coming up. You have disposable income. If you've seen our live streams, we give away money every single day during our live streams to our affiliates. So hit the link. You'll see a QR code up there. You can click that. Boom. We're going to end right there. Look at this. 12 numbers. 12 numbers only. We had no business having a ratio of 16 and 18. Yet we did. So Eric, maybe there's something to it. We're up $93 off of a base bet of $1. Our biggest bet was not that large, and we're ended up 93. I would say this is going to be worthy of a second go down the road. The other thing is, if you submit a strategy, we're going to play these for probably 2 months, and we're going to take the best of those strategies, put them into a bracket challenge. If your strategy wins, you're going to be looking at a nice fat prize for the top 3 places. Nice fat prizes for those. So get in our Discord. There's a channel, Roulette Strategies. Put the title in there, put the strategies. If you didn't create the strategies, please give credit to where credit's due so that I can give credit. It's okay if it came from somewhere else. But again, it's got to be unique. If you're taking a strategy we already have, we probably won't play it. But if it's something we haven't seen, it doesn't matter where you got it from, another channel, just please put the credits to where they come from so that I can give proper credit to you for posting it and to the channel or whomever created those strategies. That's it. This is amazing. We're going to have to try this down the road again. I think this is definitely going to be in contention to be part of our bracket challenge at some point. But I'm going to run this back again maybe in a couple weeks. We're going to play this again and see how this goes. All right, that's it. This one's called Hot Corner Fibonacci. There it is by Eric. And it worked out really well. All right, be good humans. We'll see you guys next time. Us against the casino, always. All right, cheers.